Hey guys, in this video we are going to solve a rational equation. This rational equation is easier to solve than others because we don't have any addition or subtraction on either side of the equal sign. I'm going to show you the more proper way to do this first, and then I'm going to show you like the cheap way to do it after, which I'm not a fan of, and I'll tell you why. So first thing, rational equations. When solving a rational equation, first thing you want to do is identify the lowest common denominator, LCD. So the lowest common denominator, it is not 3, it is not x, okay? It is the product of 3 and x minus 1. 3 and x minus 1 is the lowest common denominator. So what I want to do is I want to put parentheses around everybody. And then I'm going to multiply everything by 3 parentheses x minus 1, which I understand to be over 1. All right? Sorry, that's kind of overlapping. When I multiply this in now with the parentheses, this is going to go into that fraction, and it's going to go into this fraction. PEMDAS, a bit of a lie. Multiplying and dividing are really the same thing, okay? And adding and subtracting are really the same thing. So why do I mention this? It doesn't matter which one you do first. So when I distribute this right into here, I'm going to divide first. So just to disregard, this is a little bit in the way. When this multiplies in, x minus 1 will reduce with that x minus 1. So then what's left is 2 times 3 equals. Now this, even though the x minus 1 crossed out, it crossed out over there. I'm distributing, so it's still there. Now distribute again, but now the 3 and the 3 reduce. 3 over 3 is 1, gone, you know? X plus 4 times x minus 1. X plus 4 times x minus 1 is what's left behind. Next step, 2 times 3 is 6. Binomial times a binomial. We FOIL, first outer, inner last, distribute, multiply. Outer, negative x, inner, plus 4x, last times last. Negative 4. Combine like terms. 6 is x squared plus 3x minus 4. Get it equal to 0. You cannot just solve with a random number over there. 0 equals x squared plus 3x minus 10. Not negative 2. Not 10. Don't be silly. When in doubt, we try to solve by factoring. If it doesn't work, you'll have to use quadratic formula. This would normally be a C method where you will multiply A by C, 1 times negative 10. Because it's a 1 in front, I could kind of be a little cheap about it. X times x makes the x squared. What multiplies to make 10? Adds to give you 3, 5 and 2. Positive 3, I need a positive 5. Negative 2, does that multiply to give me negative 10? Yes. Now, zero product property, that means I set each factor equal to 0. Add 2, I get x is 2. X plus 5 is 0. Subtract 5, I get x is negative 5. Then we take our answers and we check for extraneous solutions. So we go back up to the original problem, like all the way back up, okay? Check them. The only number that would be on our naughty list of numbers is that x cannot equal 1. So when you find any restrictions, we're looking for numbers that cause the denominator to equal 0. And that would be that number right there. And that's not on my list. So those answers are good. So final answer, x equals 2 and x equals negative 5. We're good. Solid. Now, what's this cheap way I mentioned? I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to. Because everyone misuses it and uses it at the wrong time in the wrong place, and it's upsetting. All right, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to write it. So the only people that get anything are the people who are listening. What's the cheap way? Because I know some of you fast forward and just write what you see on the screen. You can cross multiply here. When can you cross multiply? When you have a fraction equal to a fraction. Get how I'm writing it? Like a fraction, okay? What is that thing in the middle? Equal sign? No, it's caterpillar. What's caterpillar's goal in life? To become a butterfly. Why am I saying this? You can only do it when you have a fraction equal to a fraction and an equal sign in the middle. You don't do it when it's adding in the middle. You don't do it when it's multiplying in the middle. I don't know why you guys want to cross multiply everything everywhere. You can't. Can you do it here in this situation? Yes. It'll work out exactly like what I just did on the screen. But you cannot do it when you're adding something on the end of it. If there's addition or subtraction involved, if you have plus something or minus something, you cannot do it if this is not an equal. There's a lot of times you can't do it. So I'm not showing it on the screen. And that's it. If you understood my way of working it out, or you got the right answer and you know you're going to do it correctly if you see it in the future, thumbs up, thumbs down if you are going to break the rules and cross multiply everything everywhere all the time. Click through for the next video or find some other video in the thumbnails that'll help you. Have a great day.